Well, hello everybody. This is Reality Is, and it's right after the second presidential debate. So I'm sure a lot of people watched the debate, or maybe you did something else tonight. But I think in order for us to know what's going on and to make the right decisions, we actually need to watch the debates and listen to the candidates from both sides and see where they are and their stance. But the first thing I want to say is nobody is perfect. And we all have faults and we all have a closet that we don't want the door to open. But I do want to say that for the second debate, the same MO for Donald Trump. He don't answer no questions. He brags a lot about who endorses him. He's never apologetic like Hillary Clinton says. He says things and then he wants people to be okay with what he says. But when you make a comment, he wants to harp on the comment that's being made. Like Hillary Clinton saying deplorable, but he don't want nobody to say anything about the comment with Access Hollywood where his mic was still on and he's being degrading to women and actually doing things illegal, talking about kissing, and because of his status, it's okay from doing that. He make a reference to it like it's locker room talk. Well, disrespectful is disrespectful. I don't care how you calculate it. And why would you want to have somebody represent you uh, and the country as your commander in chief when you can't define your plans, you can't answer a question? It's okay for you to browbeat somebody, but you want to whine when somebody else do it. And then when somebody tell you your time is up, you want to counteract and say, well, you did. That's kid stuff. This is a grown folks environment. And if this is how you conduct yourself, I think it's crazy. My next thing I want to address is the live video on Facebook that he did right before the debate where he had four women sitting at the table talking about things with Bill Clinton. Now, I know there's a statute of limitations to everything. And if this was in fact what happened to this lady, she's about in her 60s, she said it happened when she was 12, why now? And why right before the debate? And why do you have these ladies sitting there after you get caught on a live microphone that you don't know that is being recorded? So now you're trying to counteract and try to make it seem like what you say is small and have people to laugh it off and brush it off. No, unspoken words are words. And the words that people speak, you gotta listen to them. Their demeanor, how their aura is, and how he kept walking, and his hands and his lips and all this stuff. You need to listen to it. Then my last point I'm going to make is talking about African American, the inner city. You don't know nothing about African Americans. You don't know nothing about the inner city. You really don't. When you haven't had a gold spoon in your mouth all the time. So how can you understand the needs? Then you talk about taxes and you haven't paid any taxes. So you want somebody to give up money, but you ain't paid no tax. Then you talk about law and order. You keep talking about law and order, but you never stick to the point. You never ask the questions. And then for some of us who have commented on some of my videos and say I don't speak for all black people, I don't. But I want you to know, if you think Trump is the best candidate, you are in for a rude awakening. That man don't give a hill of beans about you. And for those pastors who try to make a name for themselves, or they're potentially getting money up under the table, your job is behind the pulpit to spread the word of the gospel. If you want to go in politics individually, that's fine. But don't use the church to elevate yourself. That's going to go on your record. So I'm saying, if you need the early vote, get out and early vote. But we all need to get out and vote. Your voice is your vice, and you need to use it. This is a very important election. And I'm not saying Hillary Clinton is perfect, but she's better than Donald Trump. And President Obama's going out. He done ran his 2 terms. We can't put him back in there again. That's all I'm saying. And then you need to know that president don't have totality control. There are 2 cabinets, Senate and the Congress. They play a part too. That's what we need. We need to educate ourselves to protect ourselves. That's all I'm saying. And it was not a win for Donald Trump. He's going to try to flip it and make it seem that it was, but it was not. You all have a good night.